I'm sorry, but I'm Team Chance on this one. What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty, and this is my review on the Come Up New York Season 3, Episode 3, okay? So, I didn't even write no notes down because I already know what I want to talk about and what I don't want to talk about. So, we're going to get right on into this mess, okay? Because that's all the fuck it is what? Some mess. So, let's get it right on started, okay? Now, what we're not going to talk about is this damn room that Mitch is trying to get. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but I know that I kind of zoned out in this scene. I don't really care about nothing that he got going on as far as singing is concerned because I really could care less about Ralph No Trans Van. I'm just not at all, okay? Like, no, I don't care to hear nothing he got to say as far as his voice is concerned because it's just not there. I'm just not, no. So basically, what I'm going to start my review off is with this, okay? The memorial that they did for Isis. For those of you who did not watch the very first season, because I've been watching the Come Up since the first season. Okay, so Isis was on this show. She was a trans girl, wore blue hair all the time, and was like a fun, you know, positive person for the show. And I honestly missed her energy on season 2. I really wondered how the show would have been if she would have been there. But apparently she was on Bad Boys Club as well. And I didn't watch Bad Boys Club New York. I did not watch that. So I don't know how she was back then, but I didn't watch it back. I didn't watch Bad Boys Club New York. I did watch the Atlanta one, but I didn't watch New York. Bad Boys Club Atlanta was probably the first Gemini film show I ever looked at. So, you know, you got old cast members. You got Nova. You got Deshawn, who's now a girl. You got Montel and you got Chance. The only ones that we were missing were Ken and probably Spanky. I wish they would have found the others like Precious as well, but I don't think they really filmed with Precious enough to have her on here. But you know, all of those people were on there, and they were just sharing all the memories or whatever that they had with Isis, and that was the most genuine scene. And I know that when me and the Justice League was in the DMs on Instagram watching the show, we were all agreeing that that is probably the most honest and most genuine scene that we will ever get from these boys. And that is the truth, because I felt the emotion. And I really feel like I felt like that because I watched this show from season 1 all the way up till now. So I know all about it. I know the others in the Justice League have never watched this show until this season. But I watched it from the beginning. So I know how they feel about Isis. And I didn't even care for Nova when he was first on the show. But to see him cry the way that he did, it made me look at him a certain type of way. Because I felt bad. Like, you could tell that he was genuinely hurt that Isis was no longer here. Like, he was genuinely hurt by that. And I felt like they were all genuinely hurt. And most of these people that was in this circle had issues with each other. But being that Isis is gone, they felt like that, you know, let's put all this petty shit to the side and let's just focus on what's more important. You know what I mean? And I feel them on that. I do feel them on that. And I really understood them, and I felt like that scene was needed. With all of the shit that was about to happen, that scene was needed, and it was understood that they miss Isis. I miss Isis. Isis is one of my favorites on the Come Up New York, pretty much. And, you know, I was very sad when I found out that she passed away last year. So, yes, rest in peace to Isis. And I'm glad that Karan got them all to come together and do something for her. It was in good taste. Very tasteful scene. I really appreciated that. So, like I said, shout outs to Nova, Montel, Chance. I don't want to keep saying Deshawn because I know that he's a girl now, so I don't know the name. I don't know her name, so I just know her by Deshawn. And Montel, I think I said Montel name. Chance, old girl, Nova, Montel. I think it was the 4 of them. Yeah. I really appreciated that scene. Like I said, I wish all of the other older cast members was there, like Ken and Spanky and Precious, but I understand if they couldn't be there. So I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed it, but it was sad. You know what I mean? So yeah, so good. That was a great scene, Karan. That's probably one of the best scenes that's ever been on the come up, period. So now we get into this damn get together that Montel is having, because it ain't no party. It's a goddamn get together. That's what the fuck this is. I wish I would stop saying event and party. It's a goddamn get together that you could have had at your fucking recreation center, at your apartment complex. That's where you could have had this shit at. Real talk. You didn't need to rent out no building for 7 damn people and some smearing off. You could have did that at your recreation center. But okay, child, whatever. So Montel was like, Mitch is coming, and I feel like this needs to be addressed. And all these new girls, except for you, Justin, is always trying to come along and trying to create moments and trying to do this and trying to do that. And I just feel like it needs to be addressed. So I'm looking at this shit like, okay, y'all call Spanky messy, but look at what y'all setting up. Now, Montel, you just said that Spanky set your ass the fuck up last season. But you're setting up somebody else right now. Okay. Justin really didn't need to be there for this conversation. Chance could have just seen Mitch on his own and had that fucking conversation instead of having everybody here and creating all of this riffraff and all of this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So Mitch comes in, tries to go in for a hug, and Chance did not want to hug him. And to be quite honest, I would not want to hug Mitch ass either. I'm sorry. And me and Terrence, shout out to my bro Terrence, giving you the real tea. We kind of had a back and forth about this situation through DMs, because we just could not agree on this at all. And I'm sorry. I respect his opinion, and I know he respects mine, but I just can't. No. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. So Montel was like, okay, let's get away from the party, which it wasn't number 7 damn people, but okay, Montel. And let's get away from the party and let's go back there so we can talk about the situation. So Mitch don't know what the fuck he walking himself into. He don't know what he getting himself into at all. So they get back there, and Justin was like, well, I let Chance know that I had a conversation with you, and that you said that you two had a one-night stand, y'all had history, and that the sex was whack. And so Mitch was like, and that's just where it is. We hooked up and that was it. And then, the whole thing about the sex was whack thing came about. And Mitch was like, did that come out of my mouth? Did you hear me say that? Did that come out of my mouth? Did that come out of my mouth? And I'm just sitting up here like, it did come out of your mouth. It came out of your mouth several fucking times already. Like, you've talked about it with production. You've talked about it with your man. You talked about it with Justin. When they showed that backstory scene, I don't think we necessarily heard Mitch tell Justin that the sex was whack. But my thing about it is, where did Justin get the whole his sex was whack thing from? Where did he get it from? Because you did say it on camera. You did say it. It doesn't matter if you said it to Mitch, to Justin or not. You said it. It clearly you said it. So I'm trying to figure out, where the hell did Mitch get that? Where the hell did Justin get the sex is whack thing? Because if you did not say that to Justin, where did he get it from? And how did it get to him for him to say it to Chance? Because you did tell Chance that you had a one-night stand with him. You did tell him that. But you said you never said nothing about the sex being whack to Justin. You said it to production. So did production tell Justin that you said the sex was whack? Either way, you said it. Either way you said it. I don't even understand why you felt the need to even bring this up to the group anyway. Like, you one of them kiss and tell ass niggas that I don't fucking like. What was your point of bringing it up? And people can argue that Chance might be mad because Mitch said that the sex was whack. That could be a part of the reason why he mad, but at the same time, why are we even discussing this? Like, why is it so important for anybody to know that we had sex? Why? I hate niggas like that. The reason why I feel the way I feel about this is because I had a one-night stand with a nigga and he wasn't even all that, and he couldn't wait to tell motherfuckers that we had sex. For what? It ain't nothing to write home about. I don't want to talk about this shit, and you shouldn't want to talk about it either. So why are we even discussing the fact that we even had sex? Why are we talking about it? So I just felt like Mitch was being fucking messy from the very beginning. He came on this show being fucking messy. I don't care what nobody say. He came on this bitch being messy. First of all, he's already told Justin who was being messy by probing that he had a one night stand with him. Then you in the damn confessional, he's a bottom. He can't take dick. You going in on the boy in the confessional, and he's going to see this, which is going to make this shit even worse off than what it already sounded like within the scene. Then you go to your boo thing and you say, I should be the one angry because it wasn't that great. Why do you care? Why do you care? Like you all in the nigga face, you being cordial with him, but you're talking shit about him when he's not around. I'm sorry, but I can't. Now we can all go in on Justin for running back, telling Chance what the fuck Mitch said. But Justin never would have had no tea to spill had Mitch not given him the cup to begin with. I'm sorry. Justin is messy as fuck. He do way too much as he did in that scene because don't get crazy with me. Don't get crazy with me. Don't get crazy with me. Don't fucking get crazy with me. Who the hell you supposed to be? Who the hell you supposed to be, boy? Who the hell you think you scaring? You want a moment so bad, Justin, and you don't even need to do all of that. Like, you are a cute, handsome young man. You don't even need to do all that. Why are your outbursts so damn violent? Like, you really come across as an abusive ass boyfriend. Like, you go the fuck off about anything. You remind me of that dude from the domestic violence commercial when he came home and his wife did not cook and she ordered a pizza. And then he slapped the shit out of her and she was like, stop, that hurts. And he was like, you want to know what hurts? This hurts. And her ass was crying her ass off. You remind me of that dude. You could be on a domestic violence commercial. Those modeling gigs might not be for you. You can always have a role in a movie as an abusive boyfriend, or you could be a part of one of those domestic violence PSAs, because that's what you give me, domestic ass violence. That's what the fuck you give me, because the way you act is not, like, for what? And so my thing with Mitch is he wants to act all oblivious. Like, nigga, it don't matter. To me, it don't matter if you said it to Justin or not. Because when you look back at the scene, did we hear him say it in the scene? No. But when I was looking in the comments, him and Karan was having a back and forth. And he said that this was production's fault. That's the only reason why Justin even knew that he said the sex was whack. Now, I can see production planting that seed in Justin's head saying, oh, by the way, let Chance know that the sex was whack. But Karan said that wasn't the case. You did say it. And he's going to put out all the unedited footage. So, prove me wrong, because that's what I want to see. You know what I mean? I want to see what it is. The next thing you know, Chance pop off on him, give him them love taps. And the next thing you know, Justin want to run up. This is my full analysis of this situation, because everybody played a part in this shit. Mitch ain't fucking innocent. And neither is Justin. Here's my thing. First of all, Mitch didn't even have to mention that he fucked Chance. He didn't even have to mention it, period. I felt like he was mentioning the fact that he fucked Chance for some fucking clout in a sense. Like, I hate niggas that say, oh, I fucked him. Oh, I fucked him too. Oh, I fucked that nigga too. Who the fuck cares where your dick been? Like, I hate niggas that do that. So, he's automatically X'd out on my end. So, Mitch was wrong for bringing this shit up. What the fuck you kissing and telling for? Chance did not mention that y'all had a one night stand. You did. So, why you mention it? Justin, you were being messy from the start. You probing, trying to get all the tea, trying to get all the motherfucking information. You were wrong for that. You were wrong for probing. You were wrong for digging. And then you were wrong for going back telling Chance what the fuck Mitch said. What was your point? You don't know neither one of them. So what's your point of being a bone collector? You talking about what's going to be on air anyway. Who the fuck cares? That wasn't nothing to bring to Chance. So what you bring that to him for? And then Chance, I'm not mad at Chance. I'm sorry, but I'm not. And it has nothing to do with me liking him. I don't give a fuck. I felt like Mitch was dead ass wrong for bringing it to the fucking forefront. I'm sorry, but he was. I don't care how nobody else feels about it. Like, we can all agree to disagree at the end of the day, but I feel like Mitch is the start of all of this. Like, Justin played a part in it by being messy and going back telling Chance, but there would never be anything to run back and tell had Mitch never brought it to the forefront to begin with. End of story for me. I blame all this on Mitch. Justin played a part in it, but I felt like Chance was justified in the way he felt about it. Now, do I think he should have put his hands on Mitch? Do I think it was that damn serious to put your hands on him? Nah. I sincerely don't. I really don't think that it was that serious for you to put your hands on him. But I do think that he had every right to feel some type of way about it. Because who wants to talk about being someone's one night stand? And on top of that, who wants to be a part of a conversation about having bad sex? I wouldn't. I don't even put niggas on blast that probably had bad sex with me. Like, if the dick ain't good, it just wasn't good. So I'm not gonna. That's more reason for me not to want to talk about it. I don't celebrate bad dick. I don't. If it's good, I'm going to talk about it all day, but I'm not going to talk about no bad dick, period. So if it was that bad, Mitch, you should have just blocked it out of your mind like I blocked the one night stand out of my mind that wasn't about shit. But the nigga wanted to run his mouth and act like he did something. What about shit? But that's another story. But what do you guys think about that? I feel like everybody played a part. I feel like Montel was messy as fuck for even setting it up like that. The same way he claims Spanky set him the fuck up. And I just think that Justin does way too much. He's looking for a moment, trying to be the head honcho. And he need to go somewhere and sit the fuck down. You just came to this motherfucking show. Calm the fuck down. It ain't that deep. And Chance, I feel you, but your anger is way too much. You didn't have to put your hands on the boy. I'm sorry, but you didn't. You was out of line for putting your hands on him. I'm just going to say that. Now, I agree with how you feel, but you didn't have to put your hands on him. Mitch, you messy as fuck and I'm not a fan. Period, point blank. With that being said, you guys, I'm out here till my next video. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.